Good morning, friends, and welcome to a very special Noclip behind the scenes video day. So for the past 2 weeks I've been working tirelessly, but most of the stuff that I've been doing on my day-to-day, shut up, has been stuff that I can't really like film. Either it's like so boring because it's basically me sitting at this desk doing budgets, or it's a lot of like emails with people which I can't like talk about yet, and emails that we'll like in time we'll be able to like talk about, but right now we can't. Today though I've got a bunch of appointments. I'm going in to record Alt F1 with Drew at CBS. I'm meeting with the Patreon people for the first time since I launched. Folks who I'd definitely like sort of met a couple of times before. Met a bunch and emailed a bunch before this whole thing started. I have to run out and get the bus in a couple of minutes, but first things first, I every morning check the Patreon, my messages on Patreon, to see who has registered and if anyone's having any problems. And first things first, we have a message from Streusel saying he or she had problems getting into the Discord, which is something I now have 3 fixes for. So I'm just gonna, I'm sorry Streusel, I'm not at the stage now where I'm just pasting people how to fix it. So alright, once I've done this, let's hop on a bus to San Francisco. Alright, just off the bus in San Francisco. It's like a short, like 5-10 minute walk to the CBS offices. I'm recording Alt F1 with my good friend Drew. We kind of could do it over Skype, but part of me wants to come into the office once a week to shake off any sort of cabin fever that I might have. And then it's also nice to like meet up, because then we can chat about other stuff that isn't almost got knocked down by a bus, that isn't just, you know, hopping onto Skype and then talking about race cars and then stopping again and not talking to him for another week. So it's good, and then it kind of works out because I'm in San Francisco today anyway, so I can use the opportunity that I'm in town to meet with Patreon, who are basically in the same part of town, Soma, south of Market. So once I'm finished with Drew, which will be recording at 10 a.m, I'll probably go on till 11, and then I'll be able to walk down to the Patreon offices, which is about a 25-minute walk, I think. Stretch the legs, get some lunch with those guys, and then head back to Oakland. Do you mind if I record you a little bit?
Sure.
Doing a behind-the-scenes thing today.
Oh, nice.
Some of my,
cool.
Because today's the day where I'm actually not just sitting on my desk for 6 hours. Yeah.
Breakfast of champions.
Yeah, I know. I had Subway. I know Subway for breakfast is not a good look, but what I gotta do.
Sign in?
No, not yet. Sorry, I was being lazy. I always get this wrong.
I'm gonna film while you're typing.
Sure. See, you're great at this. I just got that power lens for it yesterday. It's actually the kit lens that comes with it, but I'd broken mine about a year ago. It's good.
Paying me for this?
No, I'm not. This is the first bit of Noclip footage that will come gratis. I think. What up, Peterborough? Yeah, I'm doing that thing again. What up? Good. How was Tokyo?
Good. It was like physically exhausting.
Right.
I woke up at 4 in the morning today. So
Oh shit.
Gotta get back on the trolley. Congratulations on
Cheers. Yeah, weird.
Patreon. It's so. I'm so happy for you. Man.
Cheers.
What a huge success.
It's nuts. It's been really, it's been crazy.
What are you gonna do with all your scratches? Going towards like a cameraman, I assume.
Well, Jeremy's sort of doing all the stuff, so I have him. It means I can book him for longer. So like originally, like a good use case is we were going to go to like East Coast to shoot something for like 2 days, and it's just so happened that like there are other games that I can cover around there as well. And now we can go for 4, and I couldn't pay really to stay at extra, because then it's like 2 hotel rooms and his day rate twice again. So it's like allowing for that like extra sort of liquidity, which is good. Yeah, so right now it's like trying to get people to actually do something in the next month or 2, because everyone's like, great, 2017. And I'm like, no, people are already in on this. I need to fucking start getting going. Yeah, so.
Make Rocket League features until
Right, yeah, I know, right. Thanks, dude.
I'm the keymaster.
You are the keymaster. Hey, what up, Vault Boy? Good to see you. As ever, none of the Giant Bomb people are in yet.
4:10. It's not quite start time.
That's fair enough. What up, buddy? How you doing?
What up?
I'm not even sure if technically I should be allowed film back here. What are these? Some Japanese candy. Mary's great for this. She always. Oh wow! Look,
Ooh.
chocolate,
Are those
matcha,
Kit Kats?
pumpkin pudding Kit. These are the green Kit Kats, and then she has pumpkin pudding ones. I can't eat those. I don't. That's not. Let's eat that for the real GameSpot people. Look what you bring in your healthy lunch.
Mm-hmm.
So you're one of those guys.
I am gonna.
Nice work. You're gonna get some. What up, Espinelli?
I'll do a pumpkin.
Are you gonna double dip?
No.
Would you have if I wasn't here, judging you? It's great. I have to walk with you now. I can't just like go to my desk and wait for you or.
It's really weird. There's never a camera on me.
Right. If there is, at least you're able to like switch away from it. What up?
Am I live right now?
Live? No. This is one of the few.
Recording popular podcast entitled Alt F1. It's
Yes.
Sweeping the Nation.
Exactly, it's sweeping the nation. It's the most
Nay,
popular
the world.
race. Yeah, exactly.
Did you see that it was on iTunes under F1? Did you search F1?
No, I haven't. Drew was telling me that we've got like 250 reviews. It's pretty solid. Hopefully we get that Austin accreditation. That'd be good. That'd be good stuff.
Please, please, Circuit of the Americas.
Coda?
All right, shall we?
Yeah, sure. I love your desk. Look at this. Just for clamps and shit and like
Yeah,
a
well-
glue gun.
This is bad. It's usually much cleaner than this.
Yeah. You know, how tall are you that you need a standing desk and 7 risers?
Well, so when it's up,
All
it
right.
looks straight.
Yeah, that's true.
Not like down like this, and you totally defeat it.
I think my back has started to hurt. I think my monitor is like half an inch too low or something. It's like just enough that it's like messing with me.
Yeah.
So,
Do
gotta
you
fix
want me
that.
to look at the lens?
No, look at me. I was about to say, but you're.
I like looking at the lens when you're shooting from first person.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that works. We can pretend like it's a Ubisoft game, and we're walking through the office, and this is like the intro sequence. And we're like, we're gonna sit you down at your animus now. Oh shit, they're shooting.
Seven people and going on these crazy missions, and some of them weren't even, field trained. So
That's a good looking set. Down to the bowels. Lobby production room. Lobby set. I'm gonna have a quick little peek. I had to take a bunch of stuff off those shelves in the back. And I think none of that's mine anymore. Even if it is, I don't think I can walk out with it now anyway. Turn the lights off? Yeah, go. Alright. Closey.
Yeah.
I need to get Google Docs up on my phone because I don't own a laptop anymore.
Really?
Yep. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna buy one yet because it's like they are pretty expensive MacBook Pros and I don't really need one right now. I will when we go on shoots, I think. But I'm thinking about getting like, I don't know, maybe not getting an editing laptop, maybe just getting like a cheapy one that I can just use documents on.
Yeah, why not just an Air?
Yeah, something like that. All right, let's record a podcast.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm done recording Alt F1 with Drew, which is always fun to do. Like catching up with Drew, getting to see how everyone's doing in the office as well. And now I'm heading down to the Patreon offices, which is actually about a 20-minute walk, sort of southwest of the CBS offices. The only problem is I didn't realize is that Oracle is in town, which means that the entire street is blocked off, so I'm going to have to take the long way around. And what you can see there is that this is the same place, Moscone Center, where GDC is on every year, the Game Developers Conference, in like and then across the road in first week of March every year, and they're building a brand new center there. So I mean, probably doesn't mean much to anyone else, but it's fun to walk past and see that it's getting a bigger development. So GDC might be a bit bigger next year. GDC is actually probably one of my favorite conferences. It's not one that's like consumer focused, but if you can go to it, there's so many like interesting developer to developer talks that you end up like, I don't know, like finding out things about the industry that you hadn't really thought about before. So I'm looking forward to doing some interesting things around that this year, especially as we're going to be talking to a lot of people who are going to be in town, who otherwise we wouldn't have access to as well, who might be all around the world. There's some sort of concert thing happening here now. in Yerba Buena. But I'm heading down to the Patreon offices because I've been emailing those guys non-stop since we started this whole thing. Since launch as well, I've been multiple emails a day with their engineers about the Discord stuff, and with Heather and Nathan over there about fucking hell, music and fucking bells going off. But I'm meeting the folks at Patreon because I've been in communication with them non-stop since we started this whole thing. They helped me set up the page and the rewards and the goals, make sure all that stuff was viable and made sense and there'd be stuff that people were interested in. And I've been emailing them, Heather and Nathan, over at Patreon non-stop kind of for the past week as well. I'm working on my own on this thing, so the more sort of specialized information I can get from people who are experts, the better. So since I'm in town today anyway, meeting with Drew, I organized lunch with these guys so they can tell me how everything's going, what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, any sort of blind spots that I'm not thinking about, for instance. So yeah, and I'm also sort of looking forward to catching up with them because the last time they saw me I was a nervous wreck trying to tell them exactly what these videos were, and now we're on the other side, and it's a little bit of a different sort of mission to tackle now. So yeah, also it gets me out. I get to go for a 30-minute walk in the afternoon instead of just sitting on my ass at home, so lots of benefits.
Hey, how you doing?
Good to see you too.
Hey, good to see you.
You don't work for Curse anymore.
That's true. In my heart.
In your heart? Your heart should be like orange
terrible.
colored in the shape of a pea.
That's true.
Traitor, get out.
It is orange.
But that's just a health concern. It's okay, I'm sorry to have brought up your orange heart.
Where's your shirt?
My shirt?
Yeah.
She's got a Curse shirt under there.
I
Okay.
can have a Jacob Collier
that's
awesome person
man,
shirt
you did
on.
You've got the P
So,
tattooed.
I do. I actually do have it.
I do have that. I just
The
got it taken
only-
out. I had the teardrop too.
It's the only thing I have.
There's just too many things. So.
Sorry to drop in here and start filming you straight away.
I don't. Hi! I'm glad I put my eyebrows on, I guess, today. Well, welcome to Patreon. You're
Cheers.
here. Let me let the team know that the camera's on. So they can know.
Yeah, no worries. I cannot do that if you don't want. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Jordan, pleasure. Nice to meet you.
Your boss, basically.
Oh, nice.
Not at all true.
What's this about then? What's this? How is that allowed?
Yeah,
I mean, I've got GameSpot shirts, but
fire me, boss.
I just.
This was a punishment.
Oh.
Wear that every day.
Awesome.
That's true.
Until you've learned your lesson.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for all the support over the past couple of weeks and for lending me so much of this guy's time as well. Thank you.
He's an intern.
That's fine.
He's nothing. He's,
An emotional intern.
yeah, that's
No,
true.
we're on the same team.
Awesome.
We,
Do the same
see
thing.
how collectively.
But he's got like 3 inches on you, so he.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was determined in a fight who could lead the
Well,
team.
he gets 2/3 of the people. That's how that works.
All right, so I'm just out of the Patreon offices. Had lunch with those folks in their lovely little dining room area. It was like 5 or 6 of us talking, so I didn't want to film much of it because probably make people a little bit awkward having a camera stuck in their face the whole time. But it was really great. Loads of insight into sort of the frequency of Patreon exclusive stuff I should be doing. A lot of information about like sort of boring business, financial aspects of it that I sort of wanted to make sure that I had my eyes on. And yeah, and it's just great to like thank them as well and plan some extra projects with them in the future. Making my way over to Berkeley where Jeremy Jane is, who's the guy who shot the trailer for Noclip. I haven't seen him in about a week. Actually, that's all. I saw him in GameSpot last week. I haven't seen him. Haven't had like a proper chat with him since we launched this whole thing. So I need to sort of catch him up on some of the projects that are in the works. Make sure he's free. Make sure he's got a passport that can go places domestically and abroad. Yeah, it's windy as hell here and it's probably awful sound. So I'm gonna hop on a BART train, the subway, and get my ass back to Oaktown. One of my favorite things about the BART is that the announcer voice sounds the exact same as the one from Half-Life 1. Oh, wrong way. Which I'm not sure if it's actually accurate, but it sounds like it to me. Look who just wandered up to the BART station.
Yeah, the old dusty truck, man.
This is great. Do you have a name for a truck? A truck?
This is Betsy.
It does. Is that actually a name?
I mean, I don't know. Someone asked me that recently, and I didn't have a name, so I was
You
like,
have
it's
to have a
definitely
name.
Betsy.
A car like this needs a name.
I mean, this car.
It's seen some shit.
This car has seen too much shit. Shit that I can't say on camera. How you doing, buddy?
Sold some shit.
Yeah.
You sold some shit out of the back of this
Murdered
shit.
some, oh shit, BART police right here, dude.
Uh-oh.
Don't fucking.
That's good. No, it's fine. We're outside their jurisdiction.
That's true. As soon as we leave the parking lot, they're like, "Are you murdered someone?" It's too bad.
Fuck. How you doing?
I'm doing good, buddy. How you feeling high on the vibe, man? You riding this energy?
The vibe is good.
Good, dude.
The vibe is making it's making me work 50 times harder.
Yeah.
But it's yeah, it's good. I was worried for a while that the pressure would be a negative feeling, but it's actually. It's not. It's like a wave of support, and
No,
then
it's
like,
great.
yeah.
Man, as soon as I went freelance, I was like, I'm working 10 times harder, but you're doing what you want to do, and you're like pouring yourself into passion projects and shit. Like
That's like all for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
man.
everything I do now is for one goal, which is the company, and the company is like an extension of me. So it's not like I'm like, and I love, you know, oh yeah, we both love this guy. This guy's been crazy. We both love working at GameSpot, but like you're at the end of the day, you're working for someone else, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, and like even if you're doing something in the field that you want to be in, like I worked for a documentary production company, but it doesn't matter if you're working for a company that, you know, people aren't passionate around you or you don't like the people you work with. And like, I don't know, man, it's funny because it's not about, I think a lot of people when they talk negatively about leaving your job to pursue your passion, I think a lot of people view that as like, well, it's just gonna be like leaving a shitty job for another shitty job.
Right.
But if you're like leaving jobs entirely and trying to do it another way, then like it's this different mode of existence.
yeah, and then like in a weird, like I liked my old job.
Yeah.
Like so, it was like. In a weird way, it was. I felt good about that because it wasn't like I was just leaving that job because I didn't like it.
Yeah, exactly.
I was leaving because I thought there was a better way of doing it. You know what I mean?
Pastures, man.
Yeah. So, and turns out other people thought so too.
Hey, thanks,
So,
Internet.
Do you want to hear about my day?
Yes.
So
Tell me.
I recorded Alt F1 with Drew this morning, which meant I went into CBS.
Oh boy.
So I got to see, had a chat with Mary and Peter. Mary's just back from Tokyo Game Show.
Oh yeah.
So she's still like fucking, I don't know, like 3 in the morning time when I saw her. She's like super fucking trippy. It's like an 11-hour flight back or something.
Yeah.
That's awful.
This is too much.
Over the ocean as well. So if that plane goes down, you know you're dead.
You're just fucked. There's not even like a hope of like, oh, well,
No.
we hit a lake. You're gonna survive and then you're gonna die.
maybe Hawaii's close.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
no.
right. If you get lucky.
And then I went to Patreon.
Nice.
I'm gonna put this on my ass. Oh yeah, it was fucking everyone in Berkeley's crazy. Then I went to Patreon and talked to those folks about kind of the frequency of content has been the thing I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Because working in the old gig, you made like multiple videos a day, right? Or like you made a bunch of videos when you worked on something.
Yeah.
And obviously like what we're projecting is like bigger stuff, and it's like the emails and phone calls are still happening. But I still haven't got like the first one, the close one book yet.
Yeah.
So like, there's a part of me that's like being like, "Fuck man, we need to fucking get some shit out there."
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
no, totally.
why
But it's also it's the inception of this idea, though, man. Like it's an ambitious idea, and I think people who contributed understand that it's not this thing where like you made several documentaries, you know, before funding or anything to like roll out over time. Like this is the start, and it takes time to get these things rolling, and like. And
it's frustrating because you know in production once you're working on something, you're spinning up multiple projects and they're all 2 months down the line, 1 month down the line, and then but by the time you've done those, you have another one that's only 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
It's not like you start from scratch again. So this is like this is the one time where I feel the squeeze more than anything else.
No, exactly, man. This is like the 0 to 60 period, and then like it never slows down again, hopefully.
Exactly, And it shouldn't. I mean, that's the thing is that like soon enough we'll be able to like I was telling the Patreon people, there was one guy in there who has been watching my stuff since like Escape from Mount Stupid.
Oh really?
Yeah, and I won't say his name because I'm not sure if he. Yeah, just in case. But he works at Patreon now.
Oh nice.
And I asked him like, what would you like? Like what were like if you could pick like a video documentary about a video game, what would you pick? And he gave me 3 games and companies, and I said 3 for 3.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
One of them's soft. One of them's like a maybe in the future.
Though.
But the other 2 were like, oh yeah, like I've had multiple emails with those people.
Oh my god, that guy's
like,
got his finger on the pulse.
Right? Which is crazy because like, yeah. So like that was like the one time I've been able to actually talk to anyone about it, and he was like, "Fuck, really?" And I was like, "Yeah." So
that's crazy, man.
Yeah. So we'll have to. Yeah, that's why I can't wait to actually start figuring this stuff out. I need to talk to Jeremy about stuff that we cannot film. So we're gonna go. Where the hell are we? We going to your house?
No, I'm just taking you to a park.
Oh, cool. All right.
It's a nice little
to murder me.
A little date, you know, a little date, a little business date.
A date for me in the park means that I come home sunburned, so it's gonna be great. I think I left my sunglasses at home as well. Great. I'll just take my shirt off. We can get our raise done. But yeah, we gotta bounce out. So thanks for hanging out. We gotta talk shop. See what you gotta say. All right, and I'm back home. I think slightly sunburned. We had our meeting in a park, which always works out well for me. So I'm just turning on my PC for second time today to sit down and do some work and edit this thing together. Fun day. Most of my time is spent here, since I've started this anyway, spent here sort of hanging out with these dudes, scratching my legs. What are you doing? What are you even doing? It's dinner time, so they're getting antsy. Most of my time is spent working on the PC, so today was a fun day to sort of get out there and have some conversations with the people I've been talking to a lot over email for the past little while. Fun to do Alt F1 with Drew, as ever. That's one of those things that I feel really good about. It was one of the ideas of getting this thing totally funded on its own, was that I wouldn't have to do much in the way of like external work, so I've got the time to do Alt F1. Like, it's fine. Like, I have enough sort of funds to support my work, so I can take a couple of hours and go in there and do that. And I know a lot of the you folks who are patrons, a lot of the people who are going to watch the docs are also fans of that show, so it's a real great like blessing that I have an excuse to go in there and do that, and that it's okay. So I love doing that. Talking to the Patreon people, always useful. Like I said, I only know the things I know. I don't know the things I don't know. So by like making sure I you know, chat with those people, and I had a talk with like 5 of them in the office today. What are you even doing? It kind of gives me a little bit more insight into like things that I could be doing better, and also makes me feel more supportive or more safe that I have my eyes on all the things that matter, which is really important, especially when you're starting a business. And then Jeremy's great because, I mean, we had loads of conversations about stuff we need to buy, equipment, stuff like, you know, light reflectors and C-stands, and talking about investing in some new camera stuff. I was checking with him about, because he's a freelancer, but he's like going to be doing a lot of work on Noclip. Like talking about dates, about like if we could take a week off here and fly here, and would you be okay going here, and is your passport up to date, can we fly here, stuff like that. So I've been texting him for the past couple of weeks, but that was the first time we've sat down and talked in about a week, so that was great. We sort of chewed it all out, and yeah, it's really exciting. We're on the same page, and he gave me a bunch of ideas for like patron only stuff that I did not think about, that would be like easy to produce, inexpensive to produce, but would be really cool. So yeah, that was a day in the life of Noclip. It was like the least atypical day probably I've had since doing this, but yeah, that's kind of what it's like, is surrounding myself with smart people, and then getting back to doing the work. So it's about, I don't even know what time it is. I think it's like 4 p.m. now. No, it's not. It's like 5 p.m. now. And I've sat down, so I've got another 2.5, 3 hours work probably. My wife works until a little bit after the evening, so I'm going to sit down, edit this probably, maybe stream something, send some more emails. I'm sending emails on the bar out to Jeremy as well, which is great. And then feed these guys, probably. They pretend they love you because they want food. That's how cats work. And I'm a sucker for it. Thank you so much for hanging out today. Yeah, leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know if you enjoyed this, if you'd like to see more of this sort of stuff. The actual like behind the scenes stuff for the documentaries is going to be a lot more exhaustive than this, and we'll be shooting on both cameras and stuff like that. But I thought this would be fun to do, so I hope you enjoyed it. So from me and Mischief, bye! Get in focus. Yeah.